Hey guys, it's me Balfam here, and today I thought I'd do a team building and rotation guide. I've noticed a lot of players have the greatest Valkyries in their full gears, but they're doing a lot worse than other players with FCP gears, and I think this is because of rotations. The number one most important thing in this game isn't actually Sigmatas and weapons, it's actually being able to utilize your teams correctly. So let's get started. And as per usual, this guide was made in 7.3, so it might be outdated in about a year or so, just keep that in mind. I would also like to add that with the exception of the senadina trio, I will not be showing how to do the DPS like rotation. I will only be showing how to set up the support ultimates and buffs in order to get the DPS ready to do damage. Alright, so for new players, this is probably the most important rotation to learn right now because this is probably the most meta-defining team at the current moment. And it's also very FTP friendly, so I'm hoping all you guys have these Valkyries. Although the trio team has one of the hardest rotations probably in the game, it's actually very simple once you get it down. So the first thing to do is to use your weapon skill on senadina to proc QTE for Helia. Switch into Helia and then use your weapon skill. You're going to notice a blue bar above your health bar. Just use Helia's weapon and then tap her weapon once it reaches the light blue part of the bar. Switch into Coralie and just smash her weapon skill. Do it until she finishes her combo attack. Now because senadina's combos are actually very complex, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into 3 parts for you guys. The first part is her ult combo. This is where she actually ults and her first initial combo. It's just her weapon skill followed by her basic attack, followed by her weapon skill, and then an ultimate before her final weapon skill. You'll know you did it right if after you press your ultimate, you press your weapon skill and it does the little swing around effect with her yo-yo. Next is her pre-astral ring combo. It's actually very simple. You just do 4 basic attacks into 2 weapon skills. Just like her first combo, you'll know you did it right if she does her swing around yo-yo combo attack. Finally, activate the astral ring. Mash your weapon skill 3 times till you do this cool animation, and then literally dodge into the monster and then do 2 basic attacks and 2 weapon attacks. And that's basically her astral ring combo. Now, if you don't have astral ring available, it's actually the same exact rotation, except for that after you do your initial ult combo, you just do an evasion into 2 basic attacks and then 2 weapon attacks. Next is the Ice team. They really only utilize 2 supports. It's Shigure Kira and Jade Knight. Although once the Lima comes out next update, she will be an Ice DPS who uses senadina and like some other part 2 Valkyrie as her support. I will cover her rotation in a different guide when she comes out, but for now, I'll be showcasing the Herrscher of Human. So start with Shigure Kira, weapon skill into charge attack, and then QTE into Jade Knight, weapon skill, basic attack, and then ultimate. And then after your ult, hold your attack button, and then you're gonna go straight into Shigure Kira's ultimate. Modify this combo accordingly depending on what gears you have. So for example, if you don't have Jade Knight's weapon, then you might just do like a weapon skill into ultimate if you do have it. Or if you don't have it, then just hold your basic attack and then go into Shigure Kira ultimate. Or if you don't have Shigure Kira ultimate up, then just switch into your DPS and your DPS combo. Next is fire teams. Generally, you're going to run always Chrono Navi with the Herrscher of Truth. However, if you don't have the Herrscher of Truth, then you can also run Shigure Kira. I also recommend you guys use Chrono Navi no matter what. You guys can just slap Coralie's Sigmatas on her. She's farmable anyways, so there should be no cost to crystals. I'll be showing both the Shigure Kira and Herrscher of Truth variation, but just keep in mind that the Shigure Kira team is a lot weaker for supporting fire teams. First, switch into Herrscher of Truth and then weapon skill. Weapon skill will proc QTE for Chrono Navi. Go to Chrono Navi and then hold your basic attack and then weapon skill. And then ult if you have it. If you don't, wait for Herrscher of Truth to come back up. Switch into Herrscher of Truth. Change forms with ultimate, and then combo attack into ultimate if you do have it. If not, skip this step and then go into Herrscher Flame Scion or whatever your 5 DPS is and do your full combo. If you're using Coralie, it's literally the exact same startup except for that you use Coralie weapon skill a bunch of times and then ultimate, and then go back into Herrscher Truth and do your usual combos. So it's literally just the same thing, but you replace Chrono Navi with Coralie. If you're using Shigure Kira in place of Herrscher Truth, you actually just do weapon skill into charge attack, Chrono Navi's full combo, which is her weapon skill into her ultimate, and then Shigure Kira ult if you have it. If you don't, just go right into Herrscher Flame Scion or your DPS of choice, of course, and then do your DPS combo. Next is lightning teams, which have the most variations possible. For non-Lunar Vow DPS teams, the supports will usually be Eden or Helia, and a Lunar Vow support or Herrscher Truth support. And of course, Shigure Kira can also take the place of Lunar Vow or Herrscher Truth if you don't have either of those. It is worth mentioning that with Lunar Vow DPS, you're normally going to run Cosmic Expression with Herrscher Truth support or Shigure Kira support, so I'll be covering both Lunar Vow DPS teams and non-Lunar Vow DPS teams. With Lunar Vow support, you always want to QTE in. So first, senadina skill. Into Lunar Vow, hold basic attack, tap basic attack, tap the weapon skill, and then ultimate. After that, use Eden's QTE, and then ultimate if you have it. And then DPS combo. Okay, and then next is the Hersher of Truth variation. So first swap into Hersher of Truth, and then weapon skill, into changing forms, and then ultimate if you have it. If you don't have it, then QTE into Eden instead. So here's the Eden QTE, and I'm gonna ult here, but if you don't have ult, then just switch into DPS into your usual combo. Shigure Kira is also very similar. Weapon skill, charge attack, go into Eden, ultimate if you have it, and then do a charge attack. After that, use Shigure Kira ultimate if it's up, and if not, then just switch to your DPS. If you're using a Helia team instead, it's literally the exact same, except for that you do Helia buffs before you do Eden's buffs, whereas normally you do Eden after Lunar Vow or Hersher of Truth. And then here's a Lunar Vow team. It's literally the exact same, except you just change Eden for Cosmic Expression. You do Hersher of Truth weapon skill into Cosmic Expression QTE, and then press weapon and then ultimate. Back into Hersher of Truth, and then just ultimate, and then do your Lunar Vow combo. And last but not least, we have physical teams. They have very little variation in supports. You basically always need the Hersher of Rebirth or Hersher of Sentient support, and you basically always want Terminal Aid or Starry Impression. If you're using Susanna DPS, then you want to use Cosmic Expression instead of Terminal Aid or Starry Impression. If you're a new player and you don't have the Hersher of Sentience or Hersher of Rebirth yet to support your physical teams, then you can use Terminal Aid plus Starry Impression together. Start by switching to Hersher of Rebirth and then immediately evading, and then basic attacking until your meter is full at the bottom. Using your combo attack, switch into Terminal Aid, ultimate, weapon skill, switch back into Rebirth, ultimate, and then weapon skill, and then DPS combo. Here's an example with the double SP supports. Somehow you're gonna want to proc QTE for Griseo. A lot of DPSs these days have ways to proc evasions, but go ahead and go to Griseo ultimate, and then change it to Prometheus, and then do her usual combo, and then DPS combo. If you can't Griseo ultimate, you can also just switch into her raw, and then put her weapon down, and then ultimate as well, but it's just a lot slower. Credits for the music are in the description below, and also if you have any questions about this video, then leave them down below. I'll answer all of them, like literally all of them. I'll try my best at least. I've literally answered every comment in my last video, so hopefully I can keep that streak up.